when the going gets tough, the tough get going. That's what our Indian team has done. They have made us proud, and I'm so happy to have the Circle of Cricket fans hangout for today's episode. And I'll officially tell you that today will be the last episode of the year, and we will not appear again until the next year for sure. It's a promise. But I'm sure you're liking us rather than thinking, "Arey yaar, phir se aa gaye." So I'm sure that you will enjoy this. So to discuss the fantastic victory, guys. I've been watching cricket for 20 years, and today's victory got a bit of a tear in my eye because a lot of reasons. Simply because so much of hatred, including me. I'm not saying the entire world is saying it. I am not the one who said no, we are good. I said the same thing. But boy, I'm so happy and glad that the team has proved us wrong. The team has proved all the critics wrong. We felt that 4-0 is on the cards. Michael Vaughan, former English captain, said the same thing. But Indian team has said, boys, we have other ideas. So without Rohit Sharma, without Virat Kohli, without Ishant Sharma, without Umesh Yadav, we have been able to pull off this magnificent victory. And it's sort of one wicket victory. It's a 8 wickets thumping to Australia in their own backyard. To discuss about the game, I have with me the usual suspects, Keshav Huria and Sunny Singhal. Guys, congratulations. Keshav, we'll come to you first, buddy. We've been watching cricket. We've been commenting about cricket for such a long time now. Have you felt, so happy ever before? I know we have got great victories in Johannesburg, Adelaide, great games, Perth. But where do you rank this victory, which we completed earlier in the morning?
First of all, hi everyone. Congratulations to every Indian around the world. Today it's like finally something nice happening in 2020, just as it's exiting our lives. And अगर हम ये टेस्ट मैच ना जीते होते तो this would have been like such an odd year, not winning a test match at all. So at last that long due win came, and सोने पे सुहागा ये था कि बिना रोहित, बिना कोहली, बिना शमी, बिना ईशांत, Umesh, who wasn't available in the second innings, and then बिना आपने Bhuvneshwar, so a lot of key players who are missing, who walk into the 11 when they are fit. Without them, 36 all out in the previous innings, 1-0 down. Captain under pressure after a lot of criticism on him because of that Kohli's run out in that first game. So many factors going against us. And as you said, when the going gets tough gets going. These guys showed a lot of promise for the next 2 matches as well. Yes, a lot of people, including me, had predicted 4-0. But at least after this game, I have a lot of faith in this team now. Also, the way Australian batsmen have been really tamed, literally. And I can still see now that we have a chance to win or draw a series. But unlike Michael Vaughan, he still tweeted today he sees the series being ending as a 3-1 for Australia. So he thinks Australia will win the next 2 games. And also at the same time, he says if Australia prepares the same pitches for the Ashes, then England can win the series. So he means to say that England is a better test team right now than India. It's so much of contradiction in that one tweet. But anyway, congratulations to everyone, and this is such a sweet and beautiful gift to every Indian today. I don't think we'll ever forget this test match. I think पिछले टेस्ट तक सबको लग रहा था कि 36 ऑल आउट कभी नहीं भूलेंगे, लेकिन उसके बाद जब कैरेक्टर टेस्ट होता है कि how you come back from it, and I think this win will remain much more in the memory than 36 ऑल आउट. आपको मैं एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया जब 42 पे या 48 पे ऑल आउट हुआ था साउथ अफ्रीका में, उसको लोग इतना क्यों नहीं याद रखते? क्योंकि उससे अगला गेम दे वन चेजिंग 310. They drew the series 1-1. So that's why it was important for us to make a comeback as well, a titanic comeback. And ऐसी victory शायद वो 36 के scars को थोड़ा सा भुलाने में help करेगी.
बिल्कुल केशव. First thing I will say कि Michael Vaughan or Murali Karthik are the 2 people in this world you don't take seriously for obvious reasons. Yes, both of them have played international cricket. I respect them, but when it comes to analyzing the game, I think they still need a lot of learning. Like Hafiz said in one of his interviews, about Pakistani great. I'm sure you know whom I'm talking about. That his 12-year son's knowledge about the game is more than what that particular player has. So I will like to say about that for Murli, Karthik, and Michael Vaughan. All right, Sunny is also with us. Sunny, before I come to you, I want to just take Subhashish Kanjival's comment. And Subhashish Saab, you're absolutely right. You people were talking about 4-0 to Australia, but our players proved they can win without key players like Rohit, Virat, Rahul, Shami also. Well, absolutely agreed, Subhashi sir. That's a mistake which we fans make sometimes. We are too passionate about the game. We get happy very quickly. We get angry very quickly. So that's the beauty of cricket. That brings out your emotion. Here, Anup says that stop talking, people. It's so bad to hear someone with abrupt pauses and bad vocabulary. Well, Anup, just to let you know, this is not an English class. We are not going to have an English lesson in the next few minutes. So if you are expecting an English class, then this is not the right place for you, buddy. We are going to talk about cricket, and cricket for us has no particular language. We speak in all the languages. Sunny, 36 all out. Like Keshav said, no hope, no light at the end of the tunnel. And then comes this performance out of nowhere without your star player, Virat Kohli. First of all, let me ask you, how do you think we got this completed in the 4 days? Matlab, as per you, what was the change which we brought that made such a huge difference?
I think definitely we got to give credit to Ajinkya Rahane, because the mindset he's got into the game. He was proactive, very tactical as a captain on the field, and then getting Australia all out below 200 in the first innings, and rotating his bowlers quite effectively, and they've been doing pretty well with the ball. And then when it came to batting, although we lost Mayank quite early, then Shubman Gill showed some I would say temperament to actually showcase his talent. He wanted to make sure that this is the reason why people rate me higher as a very talented youngster who can do well, because he's got a very good record in first class. But you got to give credit to Ajinkya Rahane, because whatever happened in the first test match, after having all those backlashes, he stood up to the expectation, took the responsibility and played a captain's knock there, scoring a century in a Boxing Day test match against Australia, when that you got all out for just 36 in the previous test match. And after that, rebuilding that innings and taking India to a good total, I would say. 131 is a pretty good lead. If you see that no team has been scoring, I think around 250 in the series, I think it's a good thing. And I would really feel that Rahane ke aane se kya hua ki, if you, I don't want to compare, I just want to make highlight this point ki, if you look clearly, every player was able to give his point of view, talk to him quite easily. So that's what I think made a huge role in this test match.
Absolutely. I think, guys, you spoke about Sunny, you spoke about Shubman Gill. Keshav, I think we have now reached a stage in Test cricket where a lot of people believe in bringing the T20 approach or a limited over approach to the game. But I always say to all the people, the budding cricketers who are very young, like our Sunny, who is into cricket, the first thing you learn, guys, is your forward defense. No matter which format you playing T20, you playing one day, you play Test match cricket, you need to have a solid defense. And if you have the defense, then you will be able to perform in all the limited overs and Test cricket. Shubman Gill, Keshav, reminds me a lot of about like Sunil Gavaskar used to play. I'm not comparing him with Sunny Gavaskar. Sunny Gavaskar for me is here because he played in an era with greatest fast bowlers without helmet on uncovered pitches. So no comparison. I'm saying that he is the one who doesn't leave a gap between bat and pad. You know what I mean? There is no gap, and that's where Cummins is not able to get through him. And Hazelwood, smashed the ball back at him when he defended. क्योंकि उसको लगा यार ये कैसे defend कर रहा है इतनी अच्छी ball को भी. So what do you think about few words about Shubman Gill, buddy, Keshav?
Yeah, I think I always felt that he should have been the first choice opener even in the first test because Prithvi Shaw and him, they got equal chances in the practice game before the test series started, and any layman could have spotted that who looked better in those games. Both of them got almost equal sort of scores. I think Shubman even scored more, maybe. I don't remember, but yeah. So the fact that sometimes it's the eye of a selector, and probably they would have thought that Prithvi Shaw को शायद इसलिए भी तवज्जो दी होगी क्योंकि पहले टेस्ट खेला हुआ था. He was before he debuted before Shubman Gill. I remember this when Karun Nair came in place of Ajinkya Rahane. He scored a triple under, but next game he was out of the game because Rahane was fit. So probably this is the policy of this Indian team management, that the people who are senior in terms of when they played their debut game, they will probably be given the priority. But thankfully, the only positive that came out that Adelaide test was how Prithvi Shaw got exposed, and that paved the way for Shubman Gill to make his debut. And he looked like he belonged to this level, because the way his head is still, while playing his shot, and also, clarity, that clarity is required at this level, and which lacked in Prithvi Shaw, because since IPL, Prithvi Shaw was in two minds, because he kept getting dropped in the IPL as well. And then teams have probably found out his weakness as well. So, blessing in disguise for Shubman Gill, and also Indian team and us fans. And I really hope that he continues to prioritize Test cricket, and just like Virat Kohli does. And probably we could even have a future leader, because a calm head, a good batsman, a solid batsman at the top order, and just hope that it doesn't get corrupted by T20 cricket.
Absolutely. I think just to let people know who are watching the show, Shubman Gill's background is very humble, like a lot of people in the Indian cricket team. So at the age of 3 and 4, he picked up the bat and he started playing. And when he was 8 years old, just because he wanted to play cricket, their parents brought him from a village to the main city, so that he can fulfill his dream. So see what it has done. Now you've got such a budding young cricketer. So भाई ये जस्सी गिल कौन है? ये इनको टाइप करना चाहते हैं, शॉर्ट हैंड करना चाहते हैं, इनको जरा शॉर्ट हैंड कर दो प्लीज, because we want comments, people who are making comments. And Dushyant is asking, do you also take questions? It'll be a pleasure, Dushyant. We are not experts, we are just fans, as you guys are. So we will definitely try to answer all the things which come out here. So I'll take a question. Here Lokesh is asking, Lokesh Singh Parihar, in next match, what will be the changes? Can we see a ton from Pujara in next match? Well, Lokesh, to be honest with you, I'll give you my perspective. I'll take Keshav and Sunny's as well. Cheteshwar Pujara को बहुत ही smartly Australia ने bowling की है. Let's not give complete credit to Australia here. Pujara is a kind of a cricketer who is not over smart. He's not somebody who's egoistic. It's just that Australia has been planning so well against him, like we are planning against Steve Smith. Both the players are going to do the same thing. हम दोनों के खिलाफ ने दोनों टीम्स ने बहुत ही जबरदस्त प्लानिंग की है. जो पुजारा का गेट अवे शॉट होता था ना, वो हिप से यू मूव करना, and they are having a fielder there. There are 2-3 fielders there, so there's no easy single for Pujara. And Pujara has limited ability, and he cannot hit a lot of boundaries, a lot of in the air shots. So वहां पे वो फंस रहा है. He's not able to move the score, and that's where today also, if you see, he would have never played at that ball if that was the first innings. Just because he is short of runs, just because he wanted some runs, he pushed at a delivery which is wide outside the off stump and got caught at the gully. So मेरे ख्याल से पुजारा को need to reinvent himself like Steve Smith. उसको भी देखना पड़ेगा कि कैसे मैं ये ट्रैप से हट के अपना गेम चेंज करूं. So that's the answer to your question. And changes for me, there'll be 3 changes, Lokesh. I will pick Rohit Sharma instead of Mayank Agarwal. I'll bring in KL Rahul instead of a Vihari, and then I will pick Saini instead of Umesh. Like for like replacement. That's a force if Umesh Yadav is not fit. So I'll throw the same question to you, Sunny, before I take Keshav's opinion. Your thoughts on Pujara and your team changes for the next game.
I think you've made pretty good point about Pujara and Steve Smith, that both the teams have, actually prepared very well for both those, high scorer for both the teams, and they've been spot on with their tactics. getting Pujara out on in that kind of field set where you mentioned. And I think, I would definitely love to say that Pujara and Steve Smith are actually a big match player. You never know when they can go on to score that big 100 or 200. It can happen in the next match or in the last match. You never know these kind of players, because these two are the players who, even they look out of touch, they still have that capability to do well in one or another two matches. So I think we might see one of them scoring that one big 100 or 200 in the upcoming two matches, either one of two. And talking about, as you mentioned, that Navdeep Saini would be a like replacement for Umesh Yadav. And I think I just wanted to mention that Umesh Yadav will not be available for the next match because of the injury.
That's a loss. The problem with Umesh is, Umesh Yadav used to be our prominent feature in the post IPL shows. He used to appear in every show. Unfortunately, when the guy bowled so well, that ball which he got burns out with was a peach of a delivery. But just when he looked in that rhythm, he gets injured. So that's the kind of luck he has, unfortunately. Keshav, your thoughts on Pujara and Paddy, your changes for next test match, to answer Lokesh's question, and then we'll move on.
I think we should not drop Pujara. I mean, he was the man of the series last time India won in Australia just a couple of years back, and his 3 centuries.
No, nobody is dropping Pujara. मैं पूछ रहा था तेरे thoughts about what difference he should make in his technique. Nobody can think of dropping Pujara, and your changes in the next game.
Okay, no, actually, I read a comment from Sanjay Kumar Singh. He said, "How about dropping Pujara for KL Rahul?" So I was just answering that.
Sanjay Saab, we did that in the first Test match of England, if you remember, and the rest is history. What happened? We couldn't chase down 160 plus. Just when you needed Pujara, you got a Rahul, and Rahul got 4 in the first innings and a duck in the second innings. So that's the answer to your question. Yeah, Keshav.
Yeah, you should really not even think about dropping these sort of senior players who have been there for a long time. Just like Rahane was also dropped in South Africa in the first couple of tests, in fact, and then he made a comeback, scored a 48 on a difficult wicket, and Pujara is he's I think probably the backbone of this team. If in absence of Virat Kohli, even more so. So you just can't judge him based on a couple of test matches because just look at how he has performed in the last couple of years, especially in Australia last time. Yes, they would have worked on him. They would have made some different plans compared to the last time. But आज मैं राशिद लतीफ को सुन रहा था कॉट पे. I'm a huge fan of his analysis. Just two people I follow very religiously, him and Ajay Jadeja. I really follow them and take note of how they see the game. And when he was asked, would you drop Pujara? So his answer was, यार आप Pakistan Cricket Board की तरह मत सोचो, because they also dropped Ashar Shafiq based on one poor series, and look what's happening with them in New Zealand. So you should not really think about dropping your veterans of 70-80 test matches just because they have failed in a couple of test matches. Look at their overall contribution to the rise in the Indian team's wins in the last couple of years. But anyway, what was your other point? I forgot.
Changes in the next test match. What would you want to see?
Yeah, I think just the one force change that's going to happen is Umesh Yadav, and the other one is Rohit Sharma has to walk into this team. So there are a couple of options for these changes. I think two things where you can look at is Mayank Agarwal and Hanuma Vihari probably. इन दोनों की जगह आप रोहित को ला सकते हो. लेकिन अगर Mayank drop नहीं होता है, तो then you will have to play either of Rohit or Shubman Gill in the middle order. आज मैं सुन रहा था, I think Sunil Gavaskar had said that Gill should play in the middle order and Rohit should open with Mayank. But I'm not sure about that because he has just made a debut at opening slot and he has done well. So let's not disturb his spot. And we were talking in the group itself. हमारा अपना दोस्त समकित भी इस चीज से agree नहीं करता कि मयंक अग्रवाल को ड्रॉप कर देना चाहिए just because of two bad games last time. He did so well in Australia, but there is something different. There's something different that he has changed in his stance, especially after a successful IPL. Probably he's trying to keep the same stance in the Test matches as well to be a little bit more proactive. But I think he'll have to get back to the old technique. Just फॉर्मेट के लिए वो चुना गया था इंडियन टीम में इनिशियली जिस फर्स्ट क्लास क्रिकेट पे इतना रगड़ा खाने के बाद जिस बेस पे वो आया था आई थिंक ही हैज टू गो बैक टू दोस बेसिक्स एंड गेट बैक टू द सेम स्टांस दैट मेड हिम get so many runs in the domestic cricket and then for Indian team as well. I mean he got to 1,000 runs in just no time in probably 1 or 2 years and he was averaging over 50 before the series started. So yes, I am also not in favor of dropping him because what good will do to his confidence by just giving him another. I think we should stick with him. So उमेश की जगह तो सैनी आ जाता है. नटराजन की बातें हो रही हैं बट मुझे लगता है ही इज मोर ऑफ अ T20 सॉर्ट ऑफ अ बॉलर. सिराज को जैसे हम लोग T20 में देख के बोल रहे थे कि ये रेड बॉल में ज्यादा अच्छा करेगा तो ऐसे ही हर एक की स्पेशलिटी होती है. एवरीवन कांट बी अ बुमराह और अ शमी. So let's stick to the specialists and I think we should stick to Navdeep Saini and Mayank Agarwal.
Yeah, Sunny, I'll come to you in just a moment. I just want to say, Keshav, about Mayank's point. देखो Mayank Agarwal, Prithvi Shaw are fantastic talents. Nobody is denying it. हम ये नहीं बोल रहे कि दोनों बुरे प्लेयर हैं. भाई बुरे नहीं हैं. So the fact that they have come this far and played for India, it means they have a lot of talent. The only point is sometimes the player's mindset is not right. Mayank Agarwal का problem फिलहाल ये है कि it's not just his batting, Keshav. If you see his misfielding, he's dropping catches. So his game is not there at the moment. So जैसा हमने पृथ्वी शॉ के साथ किया, and trust me guys, this is beneficial for the player also, not just the team, because player को मौका मिलता है just to get away from the spotlight. People start talking about your place in the team, why is he in the team. Just give him that rest. बोलो कि भाई आप just go away for a week and forget everything and you come back fresh. And as Keshav rightly said, his bat is here all the time. I almost feel that वो अपने हेलमेट को बैट मार लेगा, इतना क्लोज लाता है वो अपने सिर के. फिर यहाँ से आ रहा है बैट इधर और आपका जो फ्रंट फुट उसका है उसका लैंड नहीं होता, बैट नीचे आ जाता है. So there are a few technical glitches. We are not experts again.
बट आपको ड्रॉप करना है तो आप फिर विहारी को भी तो ड्रॉप कर सकते हो ना. Why Mayank?
Mayank इसलिए Keshav, because opening is a specialist position. Hanuma Vihari hasn't done anything bad. He has got those 30s at least. He's there. He's a gritty player. And Hanuma Vihari has done enough to get a place. मतलब मैंने फिर भी राहुल को replace करने के लिए suggestion दिया है on the show here. But I still want to have Vihari continue playing. He has done nothing wrong. Mayank doesn't look to be right. He's got single digit scores right from the 4 innings. So I think मेरे ख्याल से वो I will not pick him. Sari, you want to make a point?
I just wanted to ask a question from both of you, about today's press conference. We all saw Ravi Shastri coming out for the press conference today. And, last time when Team India got all out for 36, he wasn't there. मतलब जब आप हार रहे हो आप press conference में नहीं आते हो. And when someone else deserve that thing, आप वो चीज आप कर रहे हो. तो I just wanted to ask your thoughts, your opinions on this.
Yes, देखो मेरे ख्याल से this has nothing to do with रवि शास्त्री के हाथ में नहीं है कि मैं जाऊंगा आज प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस को. They have a media manager, so that's the information I have. The media manager says कि भैया आज आपको जाना है, आज आपको जाना है, तो ऐसे डिसाइड होता है. I'm sure रवि शास्त्री would not want to be in a spotlight. He generally comes in the spotlight after the series gets over to give excuse कि क्यों आ रहे. But आज चलो उसको मौका मिला, थोड़े tactically उसने थोड़ा help भी किया होगा रहने को. So credit where it is due. वो ज्यादातर नशे में ही रहता है, but just when जब वो नशे में ना हो तो वो थोड़ी अच्छी आइडियाज भी देता है because he has very good knowledge of the game. क्योंकि उसने इतने साल खेला है फिर उसके बाद commentary की है. So he has seen the game and is tactically very strong. So I think let's give him some credit. And यहाँ पे भाई साहब ने सुभाषिश ने क्वेश्चन पूछा है शमी के बारे में. He is a huge fan of Shami. What's the update on him? The update on him, Subhashish, is that he's out for 6 weeks. He will also miss the first test match between India and England at home, which we are going to play. So that's the update, and he will be fit from the second test match. So that's the answer which I wanted to give you. All of us agree that Mayank is looking shaky. So yeah, Yeah. Okay. So Keshav, you can take the question which Sunny asked.
Yeah, I think credit where due. I mean, जब हम हारते हैं तो हम सब मिलके उसको गाली देते हैं बड़े शौक से, और काफी इलैबोरेटिव गालियां देते हैं हिंदी इंग्लिश हर जुबान में. तो जब वो जीत रहे हैं तो आई थिंक वी शुड गिव देम सम क्रेडिट. अभी कैचेस भी पकड़ रहे हैं तो नॉट जस्ट रवि शास्त्री बट श्रीधर एज वेल. So they probably did a lot of work after that loss, and it shows. I mean, we looked much better team than Australia, and इससे better मिसाल आपको मिल ही नहीं सकती catches win matches की. पिछले में हमने छोड़े हम हार गए, इसमें ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने छोड़े.
Sunny, highlight that point. Keshav, go on. Highlight that point, Sunny.
Yeah. See, so I just saw that. So it's that's why this saying, it's a cliche, but cliches exist for a reason. I mean, the way Australians dropped the catches, it was like हमें पहले कोरोना हुआ था, फिर हम रिकवर हो गए, हमसे उनको हो गया, तो फिलहाल अभी ये वायरस फैल गया, तो इनको 14 दिन तक रहे ये अगले मैच में भी, तो it will benefit us. So yeah, I mean, so there is another question which I saw from Lokesh. He says if Saini comes in, Indian bowling can be weaker. There will be more debutant and inexperienced bowling lineup. So Imam, you want to take it?
Well, the thing is, Lokesh and Keshav, we don't have an option. We have picked this bowling lineup for a reason. We pick it up. The reason, and these are second choice bowlers, by the way. Your first choice people are, are injured. Ishant Sharma के बारे में भी यहाँ question आया था. He's going to be playing in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. His name is mentioned in the team. So that's where he is at right now. He will not be a part of the Australian tour. So Lokesh, I think Siraj, if you see, Siraj को भी हम यही बोलते थे कि यार बहुत young है. He should wait. He should learn. But I think the way he bowled in the first Test match is something. If Saini also takes it up, at least Saini से हमारे को फायदा ये होगा कि कोई अगर आउट नहीं हो रहा तो बीमा तो डाल सकता है. But jokes apart, Saini को लेना पड़ेगा because he has got that pace. और Natarajan, as rightly Keshav said, I completely agree with him. Natarajan is not ready for red ball cricket right now क्योंकि उसका जो एक यॉर्कर से वो काम नहीं करेंगे टेस्ट क्रिकेट पे. You need to have some swing, you need to have some seam, and I've seen him playing 4-day, 5-day cricket, so he hasn't got that ingredient yet to be good at the test match level. But that's my opinion. So Sunny, over to you. What do you think, Sunny?
I think जहां तक like to like replacement की बात है, वहां सैनी is a much better fit. और मेरे ख्याल से but ये भी चीज है कि if you look at सिडनी, वहां स्पिनर ज्यादा इफेक्टिव होते हैं, तो मतलब बट ये है कि you have कुलदीप यादव there, but the thing is कि फिर वो अपनी फास्ट बॉलिंग थोड़ी वीक हो जाएगी, तो I think you need to have सैनी there.
बट स्पिनर ऑलरेडी 2 है ना टीम में, तीसरा थोड़ी ना डाल देंगे.
नहीं, वही मैंने बोला ना केशव कि अगर हम कुलदीप यादव को इंक्लूड करते हैं तो हमारी फास्ट बॉलिंग थोड़ी वीक हो जाएगी, तो उस केस में यू नीड टू हैव सैनी देयर टू कॉम्प्लीमेंट बोथ द फास्ट बॉलर्स.
Yeah, we could probably have played 3 spinners if Hardik Pandya was there batting at number 5 or 6 for us. So उसके वो होता तो फिर 2 फास्ट बॉलर एक ऑलराउंडर हो जाता, and then 3 स्पिनर खिलाए जा सकते थे. But अभी I don't think.
Yeah, the problem is, guys, कि whenever you play 3 spinners, 1 spinner is underbowled. So it's no point of having that spinner, and especially on Australian pitches where you have some seam movement on each and every day. Even on day 5, आज भी थोड़ा day 4 थोड़ा ball हिल रहा था. So I think you will prefer a seamer over a spinner. यार एक point अभी जो पीछे गया, can you highlight that? कनिष्का ने बोल रहा है Ravi Shastri has nothing to do with success or failure. He might be a better version of Sanjay Manjrekar, but doesn't qualify as a coach, not for any team. Kanishka, we tend to agree with you, buddy. But the thing is, right now, he's in a relationship with Virat. Not that kind of relationship. It's a like father and son kind of relationship. So वो जो भी बोलता है वो सुनता है, जो वो बोलता है ये सुनता है. तो मेरे ख्याल से till the time we keep doing well, and if we win this series, which inshallah should happen. If we do that, then definitely Ravi Shastri will see him for a longer time, at least till the end of the next T20 World Cup.
I think also we need to cut him some slack because this is देखो इस लेवल पे कोचिंग की वैसे भी इतनी जरूरत नहीं होती, बिकॉज यू नो आप इतने साल खेलते हुए आ रहे हो डोमेस्टिक में, तो आप कुछ लेवल तक पहुंच गए हो बिकॉज यू आर दैट गुड. सो वहां पे बस और क्योंकि रवि शास्त्री के पास ऑलरेडी अपनी पूरी उसने फौज इकट्ठी की हुई है, बैटिंग कोच है, फील्डिंग कोच है, बॉलिंग कोच, सब कुछ है. सो आई डोंट थिंक हिज जॉब विल बी much technical. He's more of that, you know, motivational speaker in that team that really pumps up. And I think उसकी शायद speech ने कुछ 1% तो कुछ फर्क डाला ही होगा after that loss. You know,
बात बहुत सही करता है.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's why probably Virat से ज्यादा तो कोई नहीं जानता ना Indian team, Indian management को, and he's leading us right now. So you know, if he wants Ravi Shastri to be in the dressing room, so there's definitely something he would have seen in Shastri that you know he does. ऐसा कुछ तो करता होगा ना जिससे टीम पे एक पॉजिटिव असर पड़ता होगा. भाई अगर सबसे लड़ झगड़ के उसने कुंबले को हटवा के और द्रविड़ और जहीर की जो पोस्टिंग हुई थी वो हटवा के उसने पूरा अपने मर्जी के लोग लाए हैं. तो अगर वो कुछ देख रहा है तभी तो ये मतलब देयर हैज टू बी अ रीजन बिहाइंड इट. एंड आई थिंक क्रेडिट वेयर ड्यू. अब जीते हैं तो यू नो वी शुड आल्सो प्रेज देम.
Absolutely. Vijay Kumar is asking Warner's impact in third test. Well, buddy, Vijay, I think David Warner has become more of an Indian player rather than an Australian player. He doesn't want to be in the bad books of India. So, मेरे ख्याल से वो बोलेगा कि थर्ड टेस्ट भी मैं लाइट ले लूं, फोर्थ टेस्ट मैच में आ जाऊं और एक टेस्ट मैच खेल लूं. Because see, the thing is, अभी वो स्कोर करेगा तो मतलब थोड़ी स्लैक पड़ेगी इंडिया में. People will not like him. So after the IPL, a lot of changes have come in the equation of how players look at the game. So I'm not saying कि Warner जानबूझ के नहीं खेल रहा, but उसकी इंजरी अगर 90% भी वो फिट है, वो बोलेगा यार अभी 10% है, give me one more test match, I'll be fine for the fourth test match. But if he comes in, definitely Australia को थोड़ा strength मिलेगा opening में. लेकिन the kind of form Bumrah is in right now, I'll not be surprised if he gets Warner to edge both the balls in the slips in both the innings and get him out cheaply. That's the kind of form Bumrah is in right now. So, to answer, I hope that question is answered. Bhuvi should have been in the squad. Keshav?
I think what you made a really good decision of not answering that question yourself. we all know how hard you get on Bhubaneswar, and before this test match, how hard you used to be on Ajinkya Rahane as well. But
No. I have not. See, तो वो एक पॉइंट पकड़ के बैठा है. जब मैंने कोहली को करवाया ना.
इसके अलावा भी उससे पहले ये सीरीज से पहले भी you had a specific term for him. Remember जिसकी आप स्पेलिंग गलत लिखते थे. You used to call him that for so many years. So
yes. For his batting, he was failing. He was not making the maximum of his resource. Captain, credit where it is due. भाई उस captaincy मैंने पहले से उसको back किया है. 3 test matches, 3 wins. 100% record है बंदे.
I know, but you know, कुछ प्लेयर्स के साथ आपने कुछ चीजें एसोसिएट की हुई हैं. तो भूवी के साथ तो खैर जो प्रॉब्लम है उसके शिकार आप खुद भी हो, बट यू डोंट
But I am here all the time, man. Bhuvi is not there. Bhuvi कहाँ होता है टीम के लिए?
But good news is कि वो मुश्ताक अली में खेलेगा और he's making a comeback. I just
no. He's out of the game till.
No,
yes.
I heard it at Sports Tag, and these people were talking about it.
No, I will give you an update and Sunny will validate it as usual. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar will play only in the IPL 2021. He will be assessed close to that. He will not be playing. Mushtaq Ali is out for at least 5 to 6 months. Sunny, please validate kar. Okay, then what is the role of Shastri as a head coach? Then quit that post, Keshav Bhai. We drop plenty of catches. Okay. Now, Dushyant, देखो, what Keshav is trying to say here is कि role of Ravi Shastri coach, head coach है, correct है. लेकिन at the same time he cannot teach चेतेश्वर और पुजारा कि अब तू रन्स कैसे बनाएगा. देखो उसकी टेक्निक, वो सालों से वो टेक्निक से वो सक्सेस पाता है. हाँ, रवि शास्त्री क्या कर सकता है, उसको एक मोटिवेशनल बात बोल सकता है, देख तेरा पास्ट रिकॉर्ड ऑस्ट्रेलिया में तूने क्या करके सक्सेस बनाई है, किस तरह से तूने सेंचुरीज बनाई है. सो these are the nitty-gritties which he can tell the players. So that's where he does well. So I agree with Keshav कि हम उसको गाली देते हैं जब वो परफॉर्म मतलब टीम खेलती नहीं है. मैं लोकेश से भी सहमत हूं जब उसने बोला कि उसके कोच से ज्यादा फर्क नहीं गिरता. आज की क्रिकेट में कोच ना के बराबर है, बट we need to have somebody who can talk to the players when it's needed, you know, hit on their back hard when they're not doing well, be sweet to them when they are good. So this is something which a head coach does. So Samuel बोल रहा है Bhuvi is out for 6 months, so Samuel has validated my point. But
मैंने भी ये पढ़ लिया है, ये मैंने चेक कर लिया है नेट पे. वो 21 आईपीएल
मतलब
खेलेगा
यार ये
डायरेक्ट अब.
विक्रांत गुप्ता तक को गलत नॉलेज है फिर इस बारे में.
see, Imam speaks, Keshav. See how smartly I endorse my channel here.
Conflict of interest.
all right, okay, guys. So I think and I'll tell you this seriously, okay? It's 37 minutes since we are live, and I feel like 5 minutes पहले हमने शुरू किया. So that's the feeling which we always get. But let's try to close this and look ahead now. So Keshav, you know, not just about the game of cricket, but what's been this year has been one of the worst years in mankind has ever witnessed. You know, so the last worst has been 1920, I guess, and after that 2020 has been one of the worst. So what is your favorite cricketing memory in the 2020 year, Keshav? Very little cricket has been played, but what is that one memory? And you're not allowed to use Dhoni, okay? So धोनी को छोड़ के क्या, जब उसने बोला obviously not IPL में I will be playing again, वो मेरी happiest है मत बोल. धोनी को छोड़ के what has been your favorite memory? Sunny, I'll come to you, so start thinking about it.
Let's do this, not just one favorite, but let's do a good memory, a bad memory. Okay, so the good memory has to be India making this comeback. You know, nobody expected it. I mean, जितना बड़े से बड़ा फैन हो, उसने ये सोचना कि हम जीत जाएंगे तो छोड़ो, ये उम्मीद भी नहीं लगाई थी कि बगैर कोहली के, बगैर रोहित के, बगैर शमी के, बगैर ईशांत के हम 36 ऑल आउट होने के बाद ऐसी कमबैक करेंगे. तो दिस इज द बेस्ट मोमेंट फॉर मी इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्रिकेट दिस ईयर. एंड अ बैड मेमोरी, I don't know if it falls in that category, but 15 August 1929, as of now, consider me retired, when my favorite cricketer said goodbye. So it has to be a bad memory for me, because you just want to see your favorite player just one more time. और वो 1.25 साल से खेले भी नहीं थे कुछ भी, तो वो एक जो लॉन्गिंगनेस थी उनको देखने के लिए, वो अधूरी की अधूरी रह गई. कितने लोगों ने बोला इनको एक फेयरवेल मैच मिलना चाहिए, बट वी ऑल नो धोनी इज नॉट रियली इनटू ऑल दोस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. वो बस चुपचाप जैसे टेस्ट मैचेस से उन्होंने बाय बाय बोल दिया था, ऐसे ही इंटरनेशनल से भी एक पोस्ट आया, इवेंट मैं पल दो पल कर आई हूँ गाने के साथ. सो दीज टू आर द मेमोरी फॉर मी व्हिच स्टिक.
अरे ग्रेट, एंड आई न्यू यू हैड टू ब्रिंग इन धोनी. देख तेरी स्मार्टनेस, तू स्वीटनेस मेमोरी दोनों बोला कि मैं एक बैड मेमोरी भी लाता हूँ, और तूने अपना धोनी का उसमें डाल दिया. दैट्स सो केशव,
मेरे लिए बैड है ना वो मेमोरी, आपके लिए बहुत अच्छी मेमोरी है वो.
ना अरे भाई अच्छी मेमोरी नहीं है. देख केशव, तेरे को पता है, दिस नॉट अबाउट इफ यू आस्क मी द बेस्ट क्रिकेटर फॉर इंडिया whom I love, it's going to be Mahendra Singh Dhoni over Sachin Tendulkar. Reason, he won us those World Cups, he brought us number 1 in test matches, he won us ICC Champions trophies. But the problem is, Keshav, the Indian cricket team is like far ahead than any individual for us. That is how it should be. That's where I feel that when somebody is not contributing and not able to do justice to his place in the team, Tendulkar ho ya Dhoni ho, then you should say tata goodbye yourself, considering the betterment of Indian cricket and so much of talent we have now. इतने अच्छे प्लेयर्स हैं, मतलब उनको भी तो मौका मिलना चाहिए ना. So that's where I don't have anything against Dhoni. I love Dhoni as well. Sunny,
I think best memory has to be this one, because no one expected Ajinkya Rahane to do so well after a lot of failures, and I personally felt pretty happy for him, because he took the responsibility and delivered when the team needed it the most. So this has to be one of the best memory. And to add to this, Delhi Capitals made it to the final for first time in the IPL. that has to be the best memory. And I would say
नहीं, I hope कि bad memory अब तू ये ना बोल दे कि दिल्ली फाइनल हार गया, वो bad मत बोलियो.
नहीं, बैड मेमोरी तो यार बहुत सारी हैं. वी लॉस्ट अ लॉट, वी लॉस्ट lot of stars in this year. You know, we lost SSR, we lost Irfan sir, we lost Rishi Kapoor. There are a lot of good people which we actually lost this year. So that's what I would like to say. Ki these are the best and
Dean Jones
bad
है.
memories.
Dean
Yeah,
Jones.
Dean Jones. Dean
Jackman.
Jones.
And
Yeah, Dean Jones is there.
Jackman. I can never forget the post-match presentation of Robin Jackman of 2003 World Cup. If you have not seen, guys, see it on YouTube. The beautifully he had handled that presentation is so fantastic, So that's a big loss. So, and for me, guys, the first memory would be, apart from, as Sunny said, we lost, not just cricket related, but so many stars in this year. Has been one of the worst years. I hope that we never see a year like this, at least for the next 200 years. And my best memory has to be, like both Keshav and Sunny said, today's day. क्योंकि एक तो सुबह 5 बजे उठना बहुत मुश्किल है for a guy like me who stays away from exercises and stuff, and studies के लिए भी मैंने सुबह उठा नहीं हूँ. So you can see the effect here, but still waking up at 5 o'clock watching. And I thought, and after the first match, I thought I'll not wake up. I'll protest. I'll sleep till 10 o'clock instead. But you know what? The moment the test match gets closer, your anticipation becomes more. And what true cricket fan nikal hi aata hai. And that has to be the best memory. And the worst memory has been, of course, the 36 all out. I was very angry that day. I was like, I felt really bad. I felt embarrassed to be a cricket fan क्योंकि इतना हम लोग देखते हैं गेम, और आप लोग वो लेवल पे जाके 36 पे ऑल आउट होते हो जो टेस्ट मैच आपको जीतना चाहिए था. Imagine today's date, we should have been discussing 2-0. We would have been discussing now we retain the Border Gavaskar trophy. It will not go from India. But now we are discussing 1-all, but any which ways, there are durust hai. I hope that they take this forward, the momentum, and don't let the success get to your head. Ajinkya Rahane with him at the helm, I don't think it will be the case. And I hope Steve Smith fails for 4 more times. And that's about it. उसके बाद वो triple century कर, तो 4 centuries बना, nobody cares. Just don't play well for the next 2 test matches. If it means कि पुजारा भी फेल होता है, let him fail, क्योंकि उसके बगैर भी हम जीत रहे हैं. लेकिन स्टीव स्मिथ के बगैर वो नहीं जीत पाएंगे. So I wish Steve Smith all the bad luck.
Even Steve Smith, Labuschagne has also not made much of an impact. वो भी पहले 50 जो मारी थी उसने, उसमें भी he was given 3 chances. But वो कैचेस पकड़ते तो उसका भी हाल स्टीव स्मिथ जैसा ही होना था.
अरे यार वो बहुत irritating हो गया है. I used to like him. I thought, अरे very gutsy player. He's become an irritating player. You leave the ball and say no run. अरे यार, let Steve Smith do those dumbish things. You don't want another Steve Smith there. और if you notice, since the time Labuschagne has come, ये fail हो रहा है. क्योंकि स्टीव स्मिथ को लग रहा है ये तो मेरे से ज्यादा आवाज कर रहा है, no run, वो बॉडी यूज करके.
ये जो इस सीरीज में इन दोनों का हाल हो रहा है ना, इससे अगली सीरीज इनको अवे खेलनी है साउथ अफ्रीका में, जिन्होंने अभी फैटी लगाई है श्रीलंका की, तो दे वुड हैव बीन लुकिंग दिस केयरफुली एज वेल, एंड दैट विल बी आल्सो द फर्स्ट टाइम दीस पीपल विल गो देयर आफ्टर सैंडपेपर. तो वहां पे वैसे भी बहुत अंडर प्रेशर रहेगा स्टीव स्मिथ.
हाँ, लेकिन वहां पे क्राउड नहीं होगी इफ दिस कंटिन्यूज व्हाट द पैंडेमिक, सो दैट विल बी इन हिज फेवर. वो बू नहीं करेंगे तो इधर अपने क्रिकेट खेलेंगे. हाँ सर.
When you go back to the scene of crying, you just go
scene of crying, man. That was अरे ऐसा लगा मेरे को कितने मर्डर किया है वहाँ पे. हाँ सर, नहीं बोल.
और इमाम भाई, एक और चीज होती है कि मतलब जब आपकी टीम का जो इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर है वो फेल हो रहा होता है ना, तो उसकी वजह से टीम के 3-4 और प्लेयर होते हैं जो उस माइंडसेट में आ जाते हैं कि यार ये इतना बड़ा प्लेयर होके ये रन्स नहीं कर पा रहे, तो अब हमारा क्या हाल होगा.
Exactly. I think this continues. Australia is not in that right time mind frame. They will feel that अभी problem ये है और कभी नहीं जा सकते.
What changes you guys see in Australian team next game?
यार देखो, bowling तो उनकी sorted है. They'll not do anything. They'll not touch bowling. Green has ensured his place is there, and you have a head. You will not drop a Travis Head. They will trust him. The only questionable position in the team is the opening slot. So Wade has done some justice in the last innings which he played. So मेरे ख्याल से जो बंस जाएगा ही जाएगा. चाहे कोई भी फिट हो या ना हो, लगुशियन से ओपन करा लेंगे लेकिन बर्न्स को नहीं रखेंगे और उसके बजाय किसी और को चांस देंगे, इज व्हाट आई फील. I might be wrong, but that's my own feeling is because Burns is looking totally out of a walking wicket. Prithvi Shaw है वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया का.
I think that they probably they will bring Warner and Pukovsky, and they will drop Burns and Head so that Wade goes back in the middle order, and these two new guys open, and maybe they can think about playing Swepson. Sydney की pitch है, but for that they'll have to drop either Green or any of the three fast bowlers. So that will be a
Which they will not. Which they will not. Sunny, you see any changes in Australia's side?
I think what Keshav has just mentioned about the two players being brought in and Wade को middle order में shift करेंगे, that could happen. That's what I feel.
I will just say William. Okay, I will not try to play the tongue twister. उसका दूसरा name जो है ना, Pukovsky. So let me stick with William. So William, I think is still far away from fitness. Keshav, he's got this concussion का problem है बंदे को. काफी बार concussion हुआ है, and I hope he doesn't play because Bumrah जिस form में है, he might hit him in the head again. And few players have the tendency to get hit on the helmet more often than not. And then again a concussion substitute आएगा, फिर वो सब नहीं चाहिए हमको. So I think let's hope that Pukovsky or William takes care of his health first and then comes back in South Africa rather than in this series. All right, guys. So before we end, हाँ Sunny, बोल.
अच्छा, आप बोल लो. मैं बताना चाह रहा था कि I just wanted to end it on a sweeter note.
Sure. You end it on a sweeter note. But before we do that, Keshav, now that we have seen 2 test matches, what is your prediction for the series? My prediction was 2-1 India before we started the series. What is yours? You said 4-0, so that will not be the case. What is your new prediction?
2-all.
2-all. Okay. That means our trophy remains with us. Sunny.
Yeah, because Australia hasn't lost in Brisbane for 25-30 years, and we haven't played there for a while. So that will be new, and maybe we'll win Sydney, but we might lose Brisbane.
Okay.
Yeah. Even I said कि if we actually went, we could have, we would have won that first match. We would have won the series 2-1. Otherwise, I saw it as 2-all.
Okay. I stick to 2-1 India. Right. So, guys, thank you so much. It's been wonderful to have all of you. So many people watching. At one point, there were around 200 people watching us. So, thank you so much for watching, giving us so much love. Samuel says 3-1. Lokesh says 2-all. They don't want to drop weight down the order. Ritvik says Rohit should replace Mayank. He will do that. Ritvik, don't worry. So that's the case. Thank you so much, guys. It was wonderful to have a conversation with you. Thank you so much, Keshav. Thank you so much, Sunny. So the reason why I'm saying this thank you is because Sunny can end it on a sweeter note. So either he's singing or either he's playing something. So I will not say anything after that. We'll just say a bye. So thank you so much for watching. We will be back in the new year. Wish you all a very happy new year in advance. Hope that 2021 is the best year which we have seen because we have seen enough.
ये इस साल का आखिरी हमारा हैंगआउट है, तो आफ्टर सनी आई विल आल्सो सिंग समथिंग.
अरे वाह, make your पूछ. Go for it, Sunny. I'll mute myself.
Yeah, I'm just. I will express what Kohli would have said to Rahane via the piano. What he would have said to Rahane when Rahane took over the captaincy. Just a second. Yep. That's it.
Okay, it's my turn, and I'll add
Amazing, Sunny. Keshav, over to you.
I'll add some vocals to the final hangout of this year, the final test match, the last Tuesday. So let's make Tuesday a Tunes Day, and this final tune is for 2020, and for a better next year ahead. ये जिंदगी दर्द भी है, ये जिंदगी है दवा भी, दिल तोड़ना ही न जाने, जाने ये दिल जोड़ना भी, इस जिंदगी का शुक्रिया सदके मैं ऊपर वाले, जीवन के दिन छोटे सही, सोचे तो हम मत वाले. So it's just like this test series.
Outstanding, buddy. Outstanding. One of my favorite songs, and you have sung it so well, Keshav. And I commend you to choose that you have chosen such a beautiful phrase. It's a beautiful song, but this one is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's just like
musician. Very good.
Just like the test series, ना कि ये test series दर्द भी है, ये test series है दवा भी. दिल तोड़ना ही ना जाने जब 36 ऑल तो दिल जोड़ना भी ये जाने, तो अभी हम जुड़ गए वापस से. So
guys, I want to tell you something before we go. I always endorse Keshav on every episode of Hangout, but I have to do because a lot of new people are watching. This guy is a budding musician, has done a lot of work already in South India with his music, and I'm sure the way he sings and the way his presence of mind is so quick, Hazir Jawabi and all. Look at the way he has picked up this song and the phrase of it, and he will do wonders in Bollywood very, very soon. You'll hear this name not just through Circle of Cricket, but on his own. So thank you, Keshav and Sunny buddy. Thank you so much. You've made the tune बड़ी मजे की थी कि तुम देना साथ मेरा, अगर रहाने साथ देता पहली इनिंग में तो शायद हम एडिलेड का पाते. But guys, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure hosting you all throughout the year, and wish you all a happy new year once again. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and bye bye.